Hey guys, welcome back to Overtakes. I'm Cal Bartlett.
And this is Misfit99.
And we are here for our Duos of the Week for Week 4 of Stage 2 of the Overwatch League. So who'd you have for your tank duo this week?
My tank duo was Gesture and We All from London. They just, week in and week out, they're great. And, We All played most of the big match this week. I mean, he also played their other match against San Francisco, too.
Yeah, I think they put out their big lineup the whole week.
Yeah, I think they wanted to, because we were speculating that they weren't going to. Gesture and We All, Gesture he's the best, hands down the best Winston player.
I mean, he is the reason why Fissure was expendable for that team.
Yeah. Who's the second best Winston player?
Right.
In the league.
It's really bizarre how good both of those guys are. But yeah, Gesture is incredible.
Yeah.
And he just opened up so much space for their other guys. So yeah, I'm totally with you on that.
Also, too, the one thing that, I mean, we always talk about the Winston play. His Reinhardt play.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably top 3 Reinhardt players in the league, too. When they were on Kings Row, because that's where we're going to see him most of the time on this set. And, if they get in...
And, the one part of...
Control Center.
Yeah.
Control Center on Lijiang. But he had so many good Earth Shatters. And you throw in Muyal, who he's basically been taking over for Fury on Diva. They know exactly what to do all the time. And you don't ever hear the casters saying, Wuyel's out of position there. He's always peeling back, protecting their back line. Badosin and Nuss was on most of the time this weekend. Same thing with Gesture.
He's everywhere they need him to be at all times. Like, it's so rare that he's ever caught out of position or anything like that. And he just, he's really good at protecting the back line. I would say he's probably one of the best people about protecting the back line, because there's some teams who are not so great about that. Soul.
Yeah, I don't think Soul had an answer for that in that one.
No, that's true.
But that's my tank duo, and who do you have for tanks?
So mine's kind of a trio because they all kind of came in and out, but mine's going to be Janice, Meko, and Mono from New York Excelsior. Because they were just, everyone on New York probably deserves to be on this, but we probably talk about these guys the least.
So we figured, instead of talking about Sabiobi and Jonak and Libero and Arc, let's talk about the guys who get the action started and make it happen.
Right, exactly. And these guys were just on point in both of their games. Obviously, the big game was against Seoul, and they were a big reason of why they won that game. They were just creating space. They were also peeling. They helped out Jonak a few times when he got into some dicey situations. They were where they needed to be at all times. They were initiating fights really well. They were getting out when they needed to. They were getting in when they needed to, and they were just on point the whole time.
Yeah, and the one thing is Meko, he's not afraid to fucking go after people on Diva.
Right. He
will go and get just fine. All right, we're lacking a little here. I'm just gonna go in balls deep and just start fucking killing people.
Right. He will chase and pursue if he absolutely needs to. And man, is it just a beautiful thing to watch.
Let's talk Janice for a second too.
Yes.
He could be a main tank on any team in the league. Dallas. Hello, Dallas. But they put him in on Hollywood on both games they played, and he played Winston on a very high level. And he was very, very aggressive. I think that's why they switched him and Mono up. Mono's a little bit more passive. He can be aggressive too, but he's
more calculated.
Yeah.
Whereas Janice is just the hyper aggressive, gonna jump in. I don't really care. As long as my team is set and ready and they know, I'm going in.
Yeah. And
I'm just going to disrupt as much as I possibly can. And that's what he did. He was just wreaking havoc on on any team that they were playing, especially Seoul. He was just in there every time.
Yeah, because you want that aggressive Winston on Hollywood when they're running the triple tank into Moira. Because everybody's bunched together and you just dive in there with that taser and it's connecting to 5 people at once.
Right, because you're getting the impact of landing there. You're getting that damage. plus the taser, I mean, that's knocking people down right away, and then the rest of your team comes in and just cleans up. Because they got to turn their attention to you, and then the rest of your team just follows you in, and...
Yeah, Sabiobi then runs wild.
Yeah.
As normal.
Right, well, because Sabiobi's, like, on the other side of the map, and he just comes in behind them, and they have no fucking idea. Clue that he's there.
I'm sure there's a second where they go, anyone seen SBB? Uh-oh.
Oh, no, there's a monkey here.
Monkey's in front of us. I see Jonak killing people over there. Fuck.
Sabiobi just put a whole clip in my head, and I'm dead.
Let me watch the kill feed now and see what exactly happened.
Let me look at this kill feed. I'll tell you guys where he is.
Yeah. He's gone now.
It's too late. All right. Okay, guys. Reset, I guess.
Yeah.
But those guys were just unbelievable this week. So let's move on to our support picks for this week. Who'd you have this week?
I think we both are in agreement on this.
Yeah.
We're going to go with Big Goose and Chaz from the Gladiators.
Yeah, they were just... I mean, there was points this week where Shaz looked like he was just playing Mystery Heroes. So, how many different characters did he play? He probably played at least 6 different characters in in these games. Because he's normally he played a little bit of his normal of Zenyatta. Then we saw him played
some Ana.
He played some Ana. He played what's her name? I think we saw a little bit of Mei.
Yeah, he played Mei against that really screwed up Florida when he played. Yeah. He came out and he played Mei. Yeah. And then didn't he played because he was playing Mei and Hydration was playing Doomfist.
Yeah, Hydration's Doomfist. Can we also just do a little bit on that? Holy shit, Hydration on Doomfist was unreal.
Yeah, against Florida.
He was wreaking havoc all week with that. That was so fun to watch. Yeah. But with Shaz, man.
And, and they were the team that wouldn't die this week. I mean, they had the battle they had with Florida. There were times that time match, Florida should have won that first map, but nobody was dying.
Right.
Because Big Goose and Shaz were keeping them alive, or Shaz was killing people and Big Goose was keeping people alive, however you want to look at it.
I mean, then there was also the one point where Shaz was healing. I think he was either on Ana or... and Big Goose was playing as Sombra.
Yeah,
he was playing as Sombra.
His Sombra was ridiculous, too.
And it was really damn good at it. That was probably one of the fastest. I think it was their game against Houston, and he came out as Sombra, and they capped that first point when they came on, or when they were on attack, because they held them so hard. I think it was they just needed one tick on the first point. And they got that within the first 45 seconds because he built up his ult that fast.
Yeah.
He just goes in, dives in from the top, unloads, and team wipe, bam.
That's how you do an EMP.
Yeah. That was incredible.
And we haven't even gotten into like the Ilios, the final map, where, if Chaz was playing Mystery Heroes again, and it wasn't Big Goose was playing somebody else, and it was like they were playing Genji, and
they were just like, okay, we're going quick play meta, guys.
Yeah. We had the best, one of the best tanks in the league, and everybody else was playing at a high level. You guys are all right.
Yeah.
We'll go solo heal on this. We'll switch off, too.
It was incredible to watch.
Yeah, but they were great this week, and there's a reason why that they're in the 3 spot right now.
Right.
And,
a big reason of why they're there is definitely because of those 2 guys. As much as we talk about Fissure, we've been talking about these guys since the beginning, that they are one of the best support combos in the league, bar none.
Yeah, and they all have those 2 guys have the game sense too. Like when they switch to those characters, they're not like doing it like fucking around. They're serious about what they're doing. Like,
yeah, that's the most impressive thing is that they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go down to 1 healer and we're doing this on purpose. Like, we've game planned for this exact scenario. Yeah. So here it is.
Here's Mei and Doomfist.
Right.
Deal with that. Nope, not gonna.
No.
Because nobody's ready for Mei Doomfist.
No, they are not. New meta? I kind of hope so. I would love to see this meta. I want to see these guys play that so
Frozen
bad.
Meteor Strike.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move to DPS. Who you got, Kel?
DPS, I had Bird Ring and Prophet because, good God, those dudes just completely took over this week. I mean, that game against Seoul, where they just completely dominated them, it was 100% because of those two. Because they can literally play any hero and play it at such an exceptional level that how do you stop it?
Heroes.
Right. These guys play... Yeah, these are the guys that play mystery heroes that you're like, all right, so when are these guys going to get a hero that they're bad at? Never. Because they're not bad at any hero. Because... And that's what's so terrifying about them is like you see them in and you're like, you still don't know what their lineup is going to be. And
sure, you could do the basing it on the, the normal dive meta where, all right, Genji Tracer.
Right.
But this week, Prophet on King's Row, he played Zarya, Junkrat. I think he might have played Soldier a little bit. Then he was playing Hanzo against San Francisco, Birdring, and then Birdring just complements it by like, okay, so I'm going to get off the Tracer and I'm going to play Junkrat because you're playing Zarya. So we still have that damage because they're running triple tank.
Right.
And it's just unbelievable.
It's unreal. These guys just can play so many different characters and play them at the level that they do. That is what's most impressive is like, because you get these other guys that are like, they can play one or two heroes at a really high level and then their other heroes are kind of meh. At least at this level of play. But these guys are just... It doesn't matter who they're playing at. They're just always at a high level, no matter what character it is.
Yeah.
And that's just incredible.
And they don't have the Tracer problem. Let's just be honest, because both of those guys are great on Tracer.
Right, they can both play Tracer at a crazy high level, and that's impressive as hell. So they're like the exact opposite of like Houston per se.
Yeah.
Like it's insane to watch these guys week in, week out, just constantly playing at such a crazy high level.
Yeah, they play at an insane level, and they won the stage last time, and they're poised to do it again.
Oh yeah, at this point, I can't pick anybody else because even as great as New York has been playing, it's really hard to pick against these guys. But we'll get more into that in our later videos this week.
Yeah, when we get into we start talking about the weekend. Let's talk about my duo.
Yeah, who is your duo?
My duo is, I know this is going to shock so many people out there. I got Logix and Tavik for the Mayhem. This week, they won one game. They could have won two, but I'll tell you what, Logix is playing Tracer at a god level right now.
And he's playing at a level that we expected him to play at, and he's finally showing what he can really do. And this is the Logix that we've been wanting since the beginning of the season. And we've got it now. And wow, is it terrifying. Because goddamn, pairing these two together when they're like really together and they're communicating well and all of this, like they are just a really hard team to beat.
They are, and they proved it this week. Because, you got Logix, who has a decent hero pool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can switch off. He's good on McCree. He can do the Widowmaker, which he did really good on Volskaya this week. He's got the Tracer, but then you got Tavik that can do 76. He can do Genji. He can play some Pharah. He can play Tracer too. And the two of them together, I don't think the Valiant really knew what to do with those two.
Yeah.
Look, going into it, you're like, Soon probably is going to take this battle. Logix is like, nope, not today, buddy.
No, he is not.
And he, playing Widowmaker against the Gladiators, he was causing them fits. It's just great to see. I mean, for me, it's, I could have gone with, out Birdring and Prophet, but I want to give my boys some love.
No, they totally deserved it this week. That was a huge win for them. And they played the Gladiators to the final point. And they really looked impressive this week. So I'm totally with you. Especially, I also want to talk about Tavik's Sombra. His Sombra play was perfection. He was everywhere and nowhere at once.
Which is exactly how you need to play her.
Exactly.
His Soldier is underrated, I think.
I agree.
Because everybody talks about Jake and they talk about, Linkster and AKM. He's up there. I mean, AKM is probably the best soldier in the league.
Yeah.
But he's up with those other guys too. And it makes a difference on this map pool.
It really
having
does.
a good soldier player. And they flip back and forth sometimes. Like if they need a Genji and they want to have soldier in there for distance, Logics will jump on Soldier.
Yeah.
It's just they played really well this week, and I wanted to highlight that. And so that's my DPS. So do we got anything extra?
Yeah, we do have some extra people. Some people I wanted to highlight. I wanted to talk about Boombox because he was a big reason of why Philly got the wins that they did this week. He's still, I feel like, one of the most underrated, other than maybe Sleepy, Zenyatta players in the league. That dude was just on point this week. And I think he was a huge reason of why they won both of their games, for sure.
You notice when he wasn't in there, they had trouble.
You definitely do. And then the other guy I wanted to bring up was Dante.
Dante's been on fire, man.
Holy God. I don't think that this team can be waiting for Sinatra anymore because that's just how well Dante has been playing. He has gone from, should he even be the league, to probably definitely a top 5 Tracer player, possibly top 3.
Yeah, and the dude is young and he's getting better and better.
Yeah,
and
he just continually gets better. That's the scariest part.
You know, what are you going to do? I mean, they're one of those teams that has like 5 Tracer players anyway. He's been, because I said it last week too, I'm like, he's one of the reasons why they've kind of had this little uptick. He's holding his own against, like the Sabiobis and those guys in the world, and he's taking it to guys that, teams like Houston. Yeah. And this week he took it to everybody. It didn't matter who it was. I mean, he was taking it to London a little bit too.
Right.
But I'm going to go back to Philadelphia with mine.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go with EQO playing Widowmaker.
Wow. What an insane display that guy put on.
33-3? Are you kidding me? Then again, the competition was on the weaker side, but,
But even still,
this
is still the professional league, and any performance like that is always going to be jaw-dropping.
Yeah, and his, I believe his critical hit rate was 19.8. I can't hit 19.8% on Widowmaker regular body shots. Damn, he was just he's out of his mind every week. They got and then they got Snillo.
Yeah, Snillo was playing really well this week.
They're stacked on DPS.
They really are.
You need to call up Shanghai and make a trade.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, that's what I got. So that is going to do it for our duos of the week. We're going to hit you with some other stuff, our recaps and all that good stuff this week. And then, we'll dive in, midweek, we'll start diving into where the playoffs are going to go, giving you our previews and our picks for the week. And, of course, we'll hit you on the weekend and stuff too. So don't forget to subscribe, hit a like, and, keep continuing to comment. We like the conversation. It's fun. And just let's keep it going.
Yeah, don't forget to do any of that stuff. And we will catch you guys on the next one.
Later.
Later.